Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the We Are Not Lonely, not a podcast but live. That was me just going into autopilot for a second and realizing that I haven't done the intro to the podcast for a very long time, which means I should probably be doing a podcast today because I wanna. Also, give me a second while I play some music and turn on the fan because it's hot. It's hot. Welcome back, by the way. It's good to be back. I did a small stream yesterday, which I had to cut short because situation. But I'm back now. Did I forget? No, I didn't. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Playing the music. BRB. BNB. That's bed and breakfast for those of you who don't know what it means. So we're gonna be painting for 1.5 hours today. Let's do this. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? That's the only thing. Along with mi no hablo. How you say broke in Spanish? Mi no hablo. That's the only Spanish I know. That's the only Espanol. I know. Mi hable. Yeah, that's the only Espanol mi hable. So, getting back. I wonder what would happen if I played my podcast and commented on it. It's a good question. Okay, I'm back, peoples. Hello. So let's see. Should we run on 3? Right, okay. We got the mountain. That's the lotus. Serpent plus mountain. That works. Asura slash river. Okay. Cool. Waves. Wavas. Okay, Wavas it is. So now I know what my layers are. Brilliant. It means I can work without fear. No! Can't believe I undid all of that. I completely forgot to turn off my mic. This is gonna be another short stream, unfortunately. I don't like it, dude. Whole point of all of this is that, oh god, battery is low, he says. Oh no, that's the wrong place. I put it in the wrong standard joke. Okay, now it's connected with a wire. Did you know that, like, I didn't know that this was battery operated for a very long time, almost a year after I got it. I didn't know that it was battery operated, that it could be wireless. And then I finally found the battery and I was like, oh, no way. Yeah, that happened. That was a moment. I had that moment, by the way. Yeah. Just thought you should, like, know that. I mean, this doesn't even matter in the long run because it's not going to be seen. But it's not about that, it's about integrity. This is why I'm doing shit like this. Let's put out the waves. See, half the thing is not even seen, but it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I accept this. I accept my fate. Random freaking people calling me, man. Gotta lay down some boundaries. God damn it, dude. This is so annoying. Like I'm trying to work. Here, and then people are calling me with some nonsensical. I'm annoyed. I don't like being interrupted when I'm working. I'm a workaholic. I just realized that after all these years of pretending that I'm a lazy person, I just realized that I'm a workaholic, and I'm not enjoying that. The fact that I have to be interrupted. Imagine enjoying work and being interrupted from something that you enjoy, dude. So annoying. I can't believe I'm a workaholic. What just happened? Where? Why on earth is this happening to me? Honestly, how? I don't understand this. This is way too funny for me to comprehend.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Imagine enjoying your work and people interrupting you from that, man. Hello chat, what's up? It's good to be here. I'm kind of annoyed that this is gonna be a short stream, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it going for as long as I can, but we'll see. I was just complaining about how I enjoy doing what I do and people love interrupting me when I'm doing something I enjoy. It's so annoying. And I was complaining about that. I was cribbing like a little boy. You can say something in the chat. Don't be shy. I'm proud of the progress, by the way, of this particular artwork. It's come so far, to be honest. It's evolved so much. I'll show you that when I'm going to be ending this particular stream. Because like I said, I'm annoyed about the fact that I'm not getting to do this more today in particular. But yeah, I'm just focusing on little details because they're kind of important. Okay, like this little bit. Kind of trying to draw without lines here. So there are lines in the artwork, more or less. I'm just trying to give the illusion of, well, I haven't done an art piece like this. This has almost zero. I've had references for the general, what do you call it, the composition of the piece. That's about it, not much anything else. And that's why I find this particular piece interesting. It's the testimony to how far I've come with art. It's kind of interesting. part of me wants an old friend to see all this. I'm like, there's no friend anymore, it's betrayed me. That's my dramatic self. Which part of that is good? Okay. We are gonna make a bracelet. We're just putting together piece by piece an artwork. That's the best part of this. So wonderful. So beautiful. So wonderful. Just looking like a wow. Just looking like a wow. Just looking like a wow. I mean, just look at this hand, dude. I mean, it's not complete, but you can see the way it's starting to take shape, and that's what I love about this artwork. It's just coming together. So far, it's been kind of anxiety inducing. If you see the first couple of streams, it's a little definition of trust the process. And that's all I've been doing. I've been trusting the process, I've been trusting the skills, and you can see the art take shape. I can't wait for it to be completed so that I can just see the entire process in fast motion. It's not about I just want to see the process like really quickly. I know it's hilarious sometimes. And it's precisely because that I'm hilarious sometimes that I haven't chosen stand-up as like a career. Because I need to be hilarious consistently if I'm an artist. Get it? Oh my god, I crack myself up. I crack myself up on occasions. Like a lot of occasions actually. I believe this side of the thing should be a lot more bright. I haven't really painted gold before. I've only done it once or twice. So I don't have a particular hack for all of this nonsense. Especially for like trying to figure out how to make it look like gold. You get the issue. But just going by basic color theory and shape and all of that, and things are picking up already, man. Like it's not too bad, it's not too shabby if I say so myself. I love this, I love this, I love doing this so much. I'm humming random songs. Let me just go there and see what I did with the artwork specifically. Look at that. Yeah. A bangle taking so much time. It's a level of perfection. Not perfection, the detail, complexity, the quality of this particular artwork. It kind of adds to it in the big picture. That's what I believe. Supposed to be a gleam. Don't know if it translates, but let's see. Okay, kind of works. Make it a little more. This is extremely pixelated detail. I don't have any reason to go this deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna make that much of a visible difference in the artwork. Or is it? And that's what we're gonna find out. Did you see that? It's not that visible, but it makes a difference. That's what I like to keep telling myself. Right. That's an issue. Kind of blends into the background. It's okay over here, but it's not okay over here. So, see how things pop out? That's better. Marginally better, but I think I could do this a little better. Why am I focusing so much on it? Well, I want it to be sufficiently seen against the background specifically. Makes a minor, subtle difference at the high level. It's interesting. But yeah, that's done. It's getting my hand in. So I do have a situation where I'm supposed to leave like at non-specified time the next couple of minutes because I've got to supervise some work that's happening here. I don't know when that might happen. It might be at any moment now. But until then, I get to spend it here. I get to spend it with you. So I'm grateful. Life throws us curveballs, gives us lemonade. it's inching closer and closer to completion. Not perfection, completion. Because perfection is overrated. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Would you look at that? The hand is becoming clear. Hello and welcome back to the stream. Oh my god. This is gonna take a small break because I'm kind of overwhelmed. I'm still here. I'm gonna be talking to the mic, but I'm just gonna do some stretches because it's been half an hour. 40 minutes actually. No. I was wondering why my screen was crooked, and then I realized that I've rotated it. Look at that dash. Oh my god. Let's just work on all the jewelry today, huh? Oh, I've completely forgotten about the peacock feather. Yes, this will be the peacock feather thingy. But gosh, it looks so good. Oh my god. It's interesting. Okay, good break. Let's get back. I was kind of falling asleep. I should have taken a power nap before I started doing this. But it's okay. Can't really do anything about it now, can I? I was wondering why my hands felt so light and free. I forgot my drawing gloves. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna ensure
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
this takes a little bit more maneuvering. Okay, I think it's time for me to go, everybody. Just a second, let me just check. Hello and welcome to the stream, new viewer. I've been kind of away. I was talking to somebody, I was on a call, that's why. Okay, but I'm back and this is the current, what do you call it, progress in the artwork. I show you like a streamed out version. It's gonna take some time though. If you like what you see, just leave like a like, maybe subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, I make stupid jokes when I draw, especially when I take a break, because that's when my brain starts working. Usually when I'm in art mode, I focus a little too much on the art. I don't have much processing power for any other activity. I do, it's just that I prefer to completely focus. I'm just saying. Yeah. I make a lot of stupid jokes while I streamed. I just thought you should know. Wait. If you guys are so shy, I'll say hello myself. And that's me typing with a single hand because my computer is funny. My setup is interesting. It's been a while since I upgraded it. I'm waiting for the next upgrade, which is mostly going to be another monitor and like a visual, like a bigger monitor. Hello Henny, how you doing? So I was just telling you about my setup. Like I have a 24-inch 1080p screen which I am drawing in front of. My laptop which is powering this is on my right. So I've got a drawing tablet. It's a little too much to explain. Wait, I'll draw it. I think that's easier. How are you doing, by the way, Henny? I hope you're well. Okay, I'm gonna draw it. Right. So imagine this is my computer screen. It's like 24 inches. I've got my laptop off to the side over here. It's kind of like angled. And I've got my audio monitors over here. It's like a thing over here. Like a situation. And then I've got this, it's actually raised, so the audio monitor is raised, it's on this kind of a platform. My monitors, like, this is the biggest monitor I've actually had so far. It's kind of nice. I was adjusting on my 16-inch laptop all this while. Feels nice that I don't have to do that anymore. I'm amazing, thank you, Henny. It's good to hear that you're doing well. Are you studying? Just remember not to divulge too much personal information. I'm a nice person, not many people on the internet are as nice as I am. Sounds like what creepy people would say. I'm nice, you can trust me, but you don't trust other people. I'm just putting it out there, the internet's a weird place. So just be mindful and don't share too much personal information, even though I'm talking to you like so friendlyly. English is weird sometimes. Anyway, so this is my audio monitor. Like my monitor is here. And it's got all these input, output. It's got 8 inputs. It's a nice thing. Purchased it from a friend. I got like it was part of like a package deal I did with a friend for artwork and all that. So this, and then I've got my thing over here. It goes under the table. So this table is about 6 inches in the air, right? And I've got a drawing board on top of it. So this is basic one point perspective. My keyboard is here. This thing is empty, by the way. So all the wires, all of that is hidden here. I've got a nice little keyboard over here, like a full massive ass keyboard. I've got my mouse off to the side over here. It's like a nice weird ass box. Actually the space is around the same. got this contraption here for all of this. This is the edge of the desk. There's a lot of free space actually on this side of my desk. It's actually centered, but yeah, my ADHD wouldn't let it otherwise. I've got my camera set up over here. Like, it's not really working. I mean, it works. I'm not using it at the moment. My camera is over here. I've got my little drawing things over here. I've got a water bottle. All of that. I've got my extra keyboard over here. So this is my setup. So when I have to type anything, I have to type over here. So I have to. So imagine this is my hand. I'm here, right? This is me, and I've got my hand over here. I've got another hand over here, and I'm like drawing on the tablet which is on top here. So assume, right? And if I have to type anything, I have to stretch all the way here and type. So yeah, do have to type with one hand because two hands is a bit of a stretch. I exaggerated some of the things, but this is what my setup is right now. Yeah, cool. Let's get back to this. Cool. All right. If you have any questions for me regarding anything, feel free to ask. I hope you're studying. I'm assuming everybody's studying because a lot of people who are studying for their board exams come onto my channel just to, what do you call it, get a break because they're fried, which I understand. I remember studying for boards myself. It was almost, which year? 12 years ago. Mein God, how time flies. Okay, alright, let's get some shadows in here. And this is why we zoom in. I've got to order food at some point, like ideally now. Approximately. Natural shadows, I suppose. Little bit. I still have to learn how to paint jewelry, however you say that. But this is a good start. You're not studying right now. Okay, that sounds cool. Are you working there? Are you an artist too? Tell me a little about yourself. Like, general, keep it very surface level discussions. Remember, I'm just a random person on the internet. I'm just trying to make conversation. Because I'm trying to improve my conversation skills too. And there you go. Where is the sketch? Lots of changes. Okay. So what's gonna happen is, since it is gonna go ahead and oh no, I was on the wrong layer. It happens on occasion. This is supposed to be ah. Oh, this is like an interesting way to plug in my YouTube channel, because what do you call it? I also do motivational, I mean, not really motivational content. I'm working on like a bunch of content that's geared towards helping people figure out what they want to do in life. So keep your eyes posted. I mean, what? Keep your eyes peeled. Here's a general tip like that might help. Alright? Wait a second. What was here? We put it on colors. Oh no. I'm on the wrong layer again. Here's what's gonna happen. Hey, you know what? It would get a lot more mileage if, and it would be a lot more believable if the hand was actually more like fingers. So, yeah. So I think this would work, sort of. It's not perfect, but it's better than what I had earlier, for sure. A good way to figure out what you have to do in life is, like, it depends on a lot of other things, but if you want to become the best possible version of what you can be, you figure out what your current priorities are, man. Like, that's one brilliant way to go about it. What do you really need to do right now? Is there any pressing urgency? If you don't have any pressing urgencies, such as needing to find a job because of money, etc. If you have a good support system, if you have a family who's willing to support you, then you can take a little, like, I'm not saying take it a little easier, but you can take your time figuring out exactly what it is that you can do. The general advice given to people is, what you should do is you should work. Like, yes, okay, that I completely understand it, because people do need to become self-sufficient and so on, and etc., etc. But the point is, most people hate their jobs, and that's primarily because they just ended up doing whatever society told them to do, and they didn't really put enough thoughts into what they wanted, and they ended up in a position where they weren't really happy with the place they were in, mostly because of a result of listening to society. And you can avoid this by figuring out exactly what you want for yourself. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be more difficult than just going ahead and working, honestly. But it can be more fulfilling in the long run. Off the top of my head, just figure out if there's a bunch of things that you'd like to do eventually. Just figure out what your callings are, what you like, where things are easy for you and difficult to others. And ideally, if there's something that the world wants at the same time, then you're set, more or less. But to get to that it takes time, effort, discipline. Like, for example, check out this, right? Like, I'm an artist. I've been an artist for the past couple of years, but it's only recently that all of the hard work that I've put into art is starting to pay off. Because it took time to build the skills. So, a really good way to figure out where you want to go in life is kind of decide the general direction. What, like, for example, do you want to become an artist? Figure out your strengths. Sit down. It takes a lot of journaling and self-knowledge to figure this out. Take some time. Talk to others. Sometimes people can see what you're really good at, and it's easier for them to point out that, hey, you're really good at this. You kind of lose your sense of self when you do this particular activity. So that's a good way to go about this whole process. Hey chat, it's been wonderful being here, but I have to go now. We made a decent amount of progress today. Wait, I'll just show you everything. This is the current state of the artwork, alright? But it started out over here. No. This is not even. No, this isn't it. This ain't it. This ain't it, chief. Take up this. Yeah, this is where it started out, guys. The pulse. Friends. Oh, thank you, Shots. Oh, Shots. I was just about to end the stream. So, if you want to figure out, like, proportions are just a matter of a lot of study. You have to sit and draw it over and over and over again. You have to learn to measure. Like for example, the head is, I mean, once you crack the head, you pretty much crack everything else, right? Like I'll just give you a short version of this before I go away. So yeah, okay. So the head is a circle. You split the circle into 3 parts. You have to know this particular measurement by heart, and this exact same thing becomes the chin. You split it again into another 3 parts, and you split this into 3 parts, 3 equal parts, and that becomes the chin, right? And depending on where you draw the chin, it really adds up. Wait, this is all. Give me a second. So you do all of that and you get a head. You see what I'm talking about? This is the proportion of the head. In using the head, you can actually draw the rest of the body, to be honest. Because, okay, I'm gonna give you this really quick thingy. Like the rest of the body, depending on the proportions you want. Once you have the head figured out, you can just do the rest. The hands, like I agree, it's most people find it difficult, but you just have to study the basic forms. Pretty much for everything, what you need to do is figure out the basic forms, and then you can move on from there. Just wrapping it up with the hand shape is basically like this. You can think of it as a cylinder with attached cylinders, technically speaking. Like I'm really shorthanding it right now, right? But you can see how the structure is made. For example, if you want to make it 3D, you just have to make it a bunch of other. A finger is nothing but a bunch of. It's a cylinder, dude. Right? So if you're struggling, this is a finger. If you think about it, this is another finger. This is another finger. This is another finger. And this, once you put them all together, it becomes a hand. And then depending on which side, so assume that this is the thing and this is the thumb, then you can actually add in the thumb. See, like I didn't even plan to make a hand, but it happened. It's a horrible dog shit hand because I drew it in like 15 seconds without a reference, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, I just go now. I will see you soon. I plan to stream even in the afternoon. This is a random thing of my artwork, by the way. This is where I create. This is my setup. This is where my tablet is. This is how I'm usually sitting. My hand goes out to the keyboard every once in a while to type. Alright, did not save. This is something I need to save here. So this is where it is right now, and this is where we are. Would you look at that? I love doing this. Would you look at that? 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 Alright, I'll see you soon. I hope to see you after lunch. I've got to order my food. I will see you after lunch. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night in the style of the Truman Show. Bye. Oh yeah, Henry, before I go, I plan on uploading videos about my whole process of how I was a clueless teenager and how I got to this point where I know what I'm doing and I'm working on it every single day. It's a long process, but subscribe to find